Hi guys, my name is Natigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today let's do a catch up on certain things that happened in the courtroom yesterday. Guys, not Ramsipile. Okay, fine. First of all, Ramsipile finished his cross-examination. Great. And also, not does he only finish his cross-examination. It's not cross leading evidence in chief with his client. He was leading evidence in chief with his client. He finishes off. Not that um he just finished off. Guys, let's do a catch up quick, a very quick one. He did a cell phone evidence analysis, very great, not analysis. He led the client through all of that, and it showed a good crime scene. Yes, it's a crime scene on its own. That situation that was happening there, the editing of photos, the manipulating of pictures. There's a lot. The metadata issues. Ramsipile exposed all of that. While we were at that, also he also spoke about the evidence of Zandile Kumalo, the theatrics that she was playing in that courtroom, and exposed her for what she is, the liar that she is. Oh, she's a liar. She's a liar. She was exposed. And then Tumelo was also exposed as the liar that he is. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's a liar. Why am I saying they are both liars? Because when Ramsipile also touched on Steenkamp's evidence or statement, it shows those two lied in that courtroom with the theatrics that they did. They lied. They just did that scene one, scene two, act don't. They lied. They are liars. That's what we could get from that. And also, he dealt with the evidence. Also, he also lies because you can't tell me that he says I had a child. While the scuffle was happening, I jumped for a child. He leaves the child and jumps for next door neighbor. Say, are you listening to yourself? Are you listening to yourself? Yes, all of that. And then he goes and summarizes Gininda, the other liar, the biggest liar of it all, the casting director, the script writer, the head script writer. He also mentions him, and also there are loopholes everywhere in everything that he says. And he also touches on the events of the arrest of Ndanzi, and he also touches on Mugane. He also rubbishes please, please take this. He rubbishes the taking of the statement, the how, the when, everything that had to do with the first statement with Rapadu, everything that had to do with the statement with Magistrate Cronje, exposing Rapadu, exposing Magistrate Cronje, who continued to take, both of them continued to take the so-called statements or so-called confessions from Ndanzi. After Ndanzi said, I did not bath for certain days, I did not speak to my family, I did, yeah, guys, Ramsipile did well. He did the most great. Oh, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. I don't care who says what, but all I can do right now is to tell you, Ramsipile did a marvelous job. He was great. He was wonderful. He showed us, Ukuti, there is absolutely nothing that links Ndanzi with the Senzo Meyiwa case. He has done that successfully. He has done, I don't care what Judge Rata comes back and do or say, but the bottom line is that Ramsipile, with everything that he heard in him, he used it to make sure Ndanzi is removed completely from the entire Senzo Meyiwa case. To top it up, Ramsipile made sure that Ndanzi is not just only removed, you can place him at Vosloorus on the 26th of October 2014. You cannot place Ndanzi at Vosloorus on the 26th of October 2014. That was the best that Ramsipile could do. So the accuser, which is the state, must place Ndanzi so that Ndanzi can take himself out. They also failed to do that. So Ramsipile made sure he further tears apart everything that has to do with Ndanzi being in Vosloorus. On top of that, Ramsipile exposed minimal. He exposed the state prosecutor, George Baloyi. Senior state prosecutor George Baloyi was exposed, And he just opened the door and left it open like this. Mnisi came and opened the entire door, Kesada. But we'll talk about that in another video. But right now, what I want us to deal with is that the things that Oram Sipile did in that courtroom are unmatched, number one. Number two, can never be undone. The career of Baloyi, I don't think he realizes what's happening there. I think the pride, the arrogance is still with. We'll do a certain video about the separate video about that too. But what I like is that in all aspects, Oram Sipile, in my view, he was doing is sweeping. And the kind of sweeping that he was doing, the kind of cleaning that he was doing, he cleaned up every corner of the house. And then while he was busy doing the cleaning of every corner of the house, do you know what else he did? He made sure that his client, there is nothing when someone else comes in this house and finds dirty. There's no dirty that is going to be found. The bed was up, spring cleaning. He took the bed up and then he took the couch up. He was just doing proper cleansing, doing proper everything. And at this point, I don't know how Baloyi is going to do his cross-examination. I know he's got a lever. He's going to try and find loopholes. But dude, I'm happy. I'm satisfied with how Ramsipile moved when it comes to the leading of the evidence in chief of Bongani Ndanzi. I'm so impressed. Not only am I impressed with him, I'm also impressed with Bongani Ndanzi. He kept elevating every day. He kept doing the things. He kept moving swiftly. He kept becoming stronger and stronger. I'm no longer worried about him. I think I'll do a separate video about that too. And also, the other thing that I like when Oram Sipile was doing all of this is that he was confident. They tried to distract him. He did not lose focus. They tried to manipulate the situation. He did not give in. Oram Sipile was respectful throughout. Even when he was angry, he was still respectful. I respect him for that. I can learn so many things from him when it comes to dealing with my emotions. I fail dismally. But I am coming here to say, bring up to Oram Sipile. He did a very wonderful job. He did a great thing there. He was on point. He was on everything. He was just moving, guys. He was just, I was so impressed. That is all I must say. I was very, very much impressed with his work that he has done. Very much impressed, very much pleased, because he did everything in his power to fight for his client, and he did exactly that. I was impressed. The shade that he was throwing to the judge, to Baloyi, it was proper, it was needed. Everything that he has done there, it was Ramsipile saying, I am fighting for my client. At some point, I remember we saw him, I think it was Wednesday. Was it Wednesday last week or Thursday? I don't remember. Last week, God, he says, hey, I don't know what's happening here, Ndanzi. As your lawyer, I don't know what's happening here. They were trying to distract him. And he took charge. He fought for his client. He was like, and he was just on point, fighting and fighting. And I'm so proud of him. I could never take away his shine. Oram Sipile did a wonderful job when it comes to the representation of Ndanzi. I don't know about you. What are your thoughts about Ramza and Ndanzi? What do you think? I don't want, in fact, any negatives. I just want you to praise Ramsipile and Ndanzi. We don't care what Judge Rota is going to come back and say, but the bottom line is Ramsipile did a great job with his leading of his evidence, of his client in evidence in chief. Let's talk about that in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.